Today seems to be the day of big news. DK just leaked some new cards, as he told us he will leak in on a daily basis. He also said, this is I think the most important thing about this leak, that he will reveal on Sunday or will tell us on Sunday whether KASHTIRA will come or it won't. So very, very interesting. Unfortunately, I won't be able to make a video. Maybe if we had have hit the 1000 subscribers until then, I can maybe make a YouTube short when I'm in Norway on my van trip, but let's see. So 5 cards were revealed that will be in the August spec. And we will, sorry guys, watch over them. So we have Alpha Summon. I've read this only for the first time here with you, so let's see whether any of these cards are good. Target one of your banished monsters and one of your opponent's banished monsters. Special, so this is cost, as it's marked here with the red. Special summon your monster to your opponent's field, and if you do, special summon that opponent's monster to your field. So I'm not quite sure. Is it like something like invoked related or something? I guess it is. I guess it kind of is. So I'm not quite sure, as I'm not really familiar with the invoked archetype. Guys, let me know in the comments if you do understand why this could be helpful. Otherwise, I would say this is just a generic bad trap card, but I'm guessing this has some interaction with the Alistair invoked line. So this is coming. We're also getting the Lila wrap, which obviously is for a life twin, which I think this artwork is pretty nice. It's kind of cool. So once per turn, this is a continuous spell. Once per turn, if you special summon a monster from the graveyard, so for example, this could be activated by your sprite elf, you can make your opponent lose 1000 life points, and if they do, you gain 500 life points. You can only activate the effect of Lila wrap once per chain. Once per turn, if you special summon a monster from the graveyard. Wait, once per turn, if you special summon a monster from the graveyard, you can blah blah blah, and if they do, you can only activate the effect of Lila wrap once per chain. So this, guys, let me know in the comments. I don't really get it. This tells me that I can activate it multiple times, because otherwise, why would you like write it? But this says once per turn, so huh? I'm a bit confused here. But seems to be a bad card, because obviously life points is one of the of the least important resources in the game, so nothing is summoned here, so I guess it's just, yeah, useless. Then we have Amazement Abomination Arlecchino, so Amazement archetype. I think this was just released in a TCG a few sets ago. If you control an Amazement monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, then you can add one Amazement family faces from your deck to your hand. Sounds cool. Generic search cards are always nice, and I think the condition to summon this guy is pretty easy. You can special summon this card from your hand. If you control an Amazement monster, it has 2/6 attack. Then you can add something, so it's a searcher. That sounds nice. And then during your opponent's turn, quick effect, you can target one other effect monster on the field with more than 0 attack, so basically everything. Shuffle this card into the deck, and if you do, special summon one Amazement Administrator Arlecchino, so that's not the same guy. Arlecchino from your deck, then change the attack of the targeted monster to 0. Okay. Yeah, let's look at Amazement Arlecchino just to know whether this is a good card. By the way, I'm not having this ad block here on. I don't have ad block on, but I put it on when I make videos for you, so that it's not that annoying. Otherwise, I don't have it on, so I can support the site. This guy is summoned. Then once per turn, you can banish any number of attraction traps from your graveyard, then target that many cards your opponent controls, destroy them. And then once per turn, if a trap card is activated, you can special summon this card from your hand. Okay, if your opponent normally special summons a monster, you can target one of the say the monsters they control, equip one attraction trap. Okay, sounds quite nice. So seems to be a really good card for the Amazement archetype, though I'm not familiar with this, but this summons another guy. This adds a card to hand, has big stats, so this looks really amazing. Then we have another Amazement card, Amaze Attraction Thrill Thrain. Target one Amazement monster and you control, or one face monster your opponent controls, equip this card to it. You can activate the following effect based on which player controls the equipped monster. If you control it, change the equipped monster's battle position, then your opponent chooses one attraction trap in your graveyard and set it to your field. Your opponent banish the equipped monster until the end phase. Okay, quite nice, quite flexible, though I'm not quite sure if you would want to run this over cards like, though I want to say cards like Imperm, but I think in the Amazement archetype there seems to be some cards that can reset the Amazement trap, so this might be nice. Then we have Arc Toss together with Valence Awakening. I think this is also a Valence card, or you would use it in the Valence deck. Let's check this out first. So Valence is a Pendulum archetype that we already have a lot of cards for. As a normal spell card, it says place 1 Valence Pendulum monster from your deck in your Pendulum zone. If a card is in a field zone, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 Valence monster in your main monster zone. Move that monster you control to an adjacent horizontal monster zone. Okay, so it's place 1 Valence Pendulum monster from your deck in Pendulum zone. This already looks strong because you can choose anything, any monster. This looks like it's like a rota for Pendulum basically. And then this has an additional effect, which I'm not quite sure if this is good or not, but I guess it is moving stuff around on the field, because if it would not be like useful in this archetype, I guess it would not be on the card, right? Then we have Arctos, unfortunately not the Pokemon Arctos, but Arctos Chronochasm Valence. Ah, okay, so I was right. I have only read Arctos and I was like, okay, is it a Valence card? It is. So it's level 12 and it says special summon this card to your main monster zone in its same column. Move 1 monster in your main monster. So you can Pendulum effect. You can activate one of these effects. Okay. Special summon this card to your main monster zone in its same column. Okay, you can just special summon this, which is nice. It's a free body. Move 1 monster in your main monster zone to an adjacent horizontal monster zone. So this seems to be an important thing for the archetype. Can only use this effect once per turn, so only one of them. And as a monster, it must first be special summoned from your extra deck by tributing the above cards. So which are the above cards? Ah, yeah, 2. The cards are really crazy. 2 level 5 or higher Valence monsters. You can switch the location of 2 monsters in your main monster zone or 2 monsters in your opponent main monster zone. If a card in the monster zone moves to another monster zone, you can destroy 1 card on the field. So Valence seems to be all about moving cards in the monster zone, it seems. From the first look, this looks kind of cool because the special summoning condition is pretty easy. So it seems to be that Valence will get 2 nice support cards. So yeah, be on the lookout for Decade's stream on Sunday. Then you will know on Monday, or maybe if you watch the stream on Sunday, if KASHTIRA will come or not. I would bet they will come. I would not know what else would come. Maybe Purely, which I also will make a video about, showing you the deck and what it's all about, because I think Purely is one of the next decks to be, or that we will get in Master Duel. Though, as Decade already said, we will probably get 2 selection packs, and then we should definitely get KASHTIRA. But we will see on Sunday. Let's be on the lookout for that second video of the day. It's crazy, a lot of news coming in. Thank you guys for being here as always. I love you guys. Please hit the subscribe button, thumbs up, and the notification bell if you want to support me. And we will see each other in the next one. Until then, guys, have a great one.